Hey Taurus, I hope you guys are doing okay. I did pull 5 cards for you, so you're going to see a lot of stuff here. There's actually, it's not complicated, but there's a decent amount of information. I will tell you this also, Taurus, alright? So yeah, I pulled a read for you guys last night, but I didn't do the work on it. I was just like, there was a lot going on, okay? And I just didn't think the time was right. So I pay attention to my intuition. You know what? And I was like, this is not the right time to put this out. And it wasn't anything like that. We just had a lot of stuff going on last night. We have a lot of things going on. And I wanted to put my focus on the people. Not that I wanted to ignore you or anything like that. It wasn't the right time. So I'm here. It looks like the energy's changed a little bit though. Child, that's last night. Okay, so Ace of Swords, it was something that you didn't know. I'm going to just do that real quick. Alright, you guys may have had some aha moment, or you need to. But it says here that there may have been something that you guys didn't know in some situation. For some of you, you may have been out of ideas. For some of you guys, you were thrown off by something here. It looks like a surgery. I was thrown off by a surgery. For some of you guys, you had to go somewhere. You took a trip. You journeyed. I will tell you, Taurus, that this energy is consistent in terms of you traveling or going somewhere. There's something with a car, or there's something with you gaining control of something. For some of you, you may have had to gain control of yourselves, gain control of a situation. For some of you, you may have had some encounter with a Cancer. A tower. I don't recall this tower being reversed. It was upright. So something with a tower. Something could be falling apart. Something could be going on with your property. There is something here with a building, thunder, a building. This could be some sort of a natural disaster. When I see the tower and I look at it within its context, something I didn't know. Oh, child, listen. This could be a couple of things. Let me see what this next card. 10 of Wands that brought you some burdens in the High Pharaoh. Okay. You could be a different Taurus, or maybe something happened last night to you guys with a car or something, whatever energy I was pulling. There was something that you guys didn't know. For some of you, you didn't know something about some fraud having to do with cars. You weren't aware of that. Also says that maybe you didn't know about this tower here. This is also fraud. This is something having to do with fires and destroying people's property or your own property on purpose. You know, insurance money, right? 10 of Wands. It did bring a bunch of burdens though. Was that one reversed? I don't think so. I think that one may have been. But I'm going to take it upright just because it's a summary of whatever. So yeah, this brought a bunch of burdens because you didn't know something. I didn't know about this car stuff. I didn't know about this fraud, fire. For some of you guys, something goes, I don't know. There could be a cop or some law enforcement called over to a building or something like that. Or somebody could hit something in a car. It could be a building. 10 of Wands. Somebody's burdened by something that they didn't know. This is something that you guys didn't know. For me, this falls more on the insurance side because of the High Pharaoh being here. Now, it could signal that you didn't know about somebody being in some sort of an organization. For some of you guys, wow, that's your card too. Very honest. Honest, upright, traditional. This could literally be a preacher or a priest. This could also represent a court. Based off what I see, I'm more inclined to think somebody could have actually gone to a priest or a preacher to have a conversation, because 10 of Wands can also say, I am burdened. But if it were reversed, then it would say, you're releasing a burden. I'm not getting that. I feel like you guys are carrying a bunch of information around. I'm carrying this information that I didn't know, that I now know. For some of you guys, you might be trying to deny this to yourselves, or some of you Taurus are going to be asked if you know about something by the court. They're going to come to you and say, do you know anything about this car fraud? It's going to be a cop. Do you know anything about this building fraud? They're going to ask you questions. It burdens you, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's your F. Why? Because Ace of Swords reversed. You didn't know about it. And I told the court I didn't know about it with this High Pharaoh. I don't know nothing about that. These burdens, I know you caused me that. But this High Pharaoh, I tell it in court because I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so that's what happened last night. Child. Alright, so what happened today? let me not lie. I think it was last night, because it might have been during the day, because I was outside doing some work and stuff, and you know, and I want to pull these too, just in case. Shucks almighty, man. I'm gonna get back, because I ain't really feeling this. Like, I don't really, you know, I'm just one of them people. I like being outside in my little plant world, minding my business. I never knew nothing like this would. Lord have mercy, I just can't. It's weird. It's like, I don't know. This to me is the least likely of ways to become famous. I'm reading cards that give you a message that you probably don't want to hear, because you're not in this space to hear the message, or you might actually be doing some of this stuff that's going on in these cards. And this is not for you, Taurus, I'm just saying. So that's the only thing I can think of. As I just ain't never in my life, yeah, I don't get anybody. I must be real desperate, bored, because if you came down and got oh my goodness. I mean, being that you came and invaded our privacy, we're gonna invade yours, okay? Okay, you see how that go? All right. Now, I'm going to shuffle these up and up because I was talking junk. Okay, Taurus. Good, I'm at 6 minutes and 29 seconds. That is awesome, because it gives me time to let you guys know what's going on in your energy. We have the Page of Swords that comes up for you guys. I don't know if this is your energy. I don't know if this is somebody else's energy, but I will tell you that your vibes today are love, okay? Now, I don't know what happened last night with the cops in the car, the questions from the court or whatever. But today, it says something here. Page of Swords is somebody being curious about something, but I'm going to keep it within context. I'm not going to have my own little whatever. I'm going to tell you exactly what's what, and maybe I'll talk crap at the end. But my goal is for you guys to get this message. Page of Swords comes up for you, Taurus. In your energy, there's something about a message. There's somebody who's going to bring you some sort of truth to a matter. Whatever message or person this is, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, they're going to bring complete honesty that is refreshing for you. It says here that you guys are actually going to have some message that refreshes you, but it also is challenging, right? So I don't know. I don't want to give any examples of that. Like, I know what I'm thinking, but I'm just going to go on because I don't. You guys are ready for action. But the action that you guys are ready for is something that is logical and is of intellect, right? So you guys are really focusing on the thinking, the forward thinking, building, whatever. If this is not your energy, this is somebody who is curious about you. Now, I can easily place this on you. Oh, I'm curious about this one or that one. Because I actually see 3 energies I could point out here. But at the end of the day, if you guys have 3 people after you, Taurus, I will tell you this. In your head, there seems to be 2 that you're considering. One appears to be out of the running. Cut them out the deal. Cut them on out. It says here that you guys are ready for action. This may have to do with intellect or logic. It says here that you guys can expect some sort of challenges to come with this. Along with these feelings, it does not always consider feelings. So I feel like you guys may bring feelings into something often. But whatever situation this is, it's one of those things where it feels like you absolutely have to cut feelings out of it, right? So I have to cut feelings out of this situation. Like, yeah, I know you're a poor little thing, da-da-da. I know you want a chance. You poor little thing, I know, but I can't. Because it just doesn't make sense for me, so I can't, right? So it's almost like you guys are being very true to yourselves. Now, I also see something here where you guys are going to expect a challenge. And let me tell you what I have here in terms of this challenge. It says here that you guys are going to hear something about a job opening. So I don't know what industry you're in, what kind of job. This could be from newspapers, like a newspaper. Do they still got the newspaper, kids? Do people still read newspapers? I do see a few of them around. I see people still getting them delivered. Like the older folks or whatever. But it's something. It can be anything from your first paper out to whatever you're doing now, whatever industry, right? So there's something where there is some job opening that you guys may have inquired about. Let me be clear about this part, because I did rewrite it. There's something where you guys are, whatever this is, it has to do with learning something. Whatever this is about you doing some sort of research. Whatever this is about you communicating. I love it. However, I feel like somebody may have actually, I don't know if somebody made you guys feel like something is absolutely yours. That's what I want to be clear about. Hold on, let me put this up. Got some stuff going on. Hold on. Let me just make sure I get that out. Okay. So I did. I want you guys to be really careful out there because, you know, we got these tsunami warnings and stuff. Right? So I want you guys to be really careful with that. Okay? Just overall. If it's too hot, make sure you do that right. If it's too cold, make sure you put something on. I don't know. Anyway. There's something here where with this job opening or whatever this is, somebody may have made you feel like you got it in the bag. And I feel like you do have it in the bag. You're great at what you do, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. But I also feel like there's something where this person or whatever connect you have or whatever, it does not guarantee a favorable outcome when it comes to this job or this position, whatever this is. Some of you might be thinking, oh wow, I thought, well, okay. You have the Fool here that comes up for you. You guys have the Lovers that comes up. You have quite a few. There's 3 major arcanas here that sit in the middle. You have 2 pages. And you have 3 major arcanas that come up. Now, this one we'll get to because I feel like if this is 3 different people, which I don't, I feel like this is a dividing card. But if this is 3 different people, this one over here ain't got a shot. They don't have a shot. I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. I feel like somebody been coming at y'all. It's a Virgo. It could be a Virgo or Gemini. But this person does some stuff that maybe you don't rock with. I don't know. But in any case, just to go back to the Page of Swords, I was like, why? What is the truth? Because there's some truth that's coming out. There's some truth. This is a messenger of truth, this Page of Swords. What is the truth about? It's about some sort of enlightenment. It's about creativity, skill, learning, right? Because it does say that you guys are doing something having to do with research and communication. You guys might be speaking somewhere. Some of you guys might be speaking with people. It could be a panel, whatever that is. Whatever that is. Some of you could be on a panel or something like that, right? Some of you guys, if you're going to be on a panel, you could actually be up there with a Virgo, a Gemini, and an Aries. Because these folks is coming up in your energy. But in any case, there's something with enlightenment, skill, creativity, but this is a piece, offspring. Somebody's looking for y'all to have babies or something. I don't know. It says offspring. I don't know if I don't know what that is. I think offspring is a kid or something. You have a baby. So somebody's looking at you. Now, I don't know if somebody said you had a baby and they're looking to see, or if somebody's looking at you as a prospect to have babies. We do have this Fool card that comes up for you guys here. This is a character that shows up. It's a character of hope. Expectation. They're childlike. So I don't know if this is your energy where you show up in a childlike energy. It's not stupidity. It's more like, what do they call it? Naivety? It's more like a naive type of a character. Like, I expect the best when I go out and I take this risk. Because some of you guys actually do need to take a risk. It says here, with hope and expectation, childlike, sometimes naive, looking forward to a new beginning. I feel like you guys are looking for a new beginning. Or, Taurus, this could be somebody looking for a new beginning with you. This could be an Aries looking for a new beginning with you. Or maybe they're looking at you as somebody who they want to have a new beginning with, right? So I don't even know if you guys know this person, but it says here that somebody is looking forward to a new beginning and they're willing to take a leap of faith. Even though the dog is barking and saying, hey, you need to look before you leap. If you could take a look at this picture, you're going to see that the Fool card has closed eyes. Her eyes are closed on this card. I'm not going to pull it up because I got too much going on here, but the Fool, this could represent some sort of an Aries, or This is something where you guys need to make some sort of a bold move. You need to make a bold move, but you need to look before you leap. That's the point. All right. Now, in terms of moving, what do you want to move towards? Natural rhythm. It says something about a journey. I keep seeing something here about you guys journeying out or traveling or something like that. Again, it talks about you guys taking some sort of action, confirmation training. But this is action, movement, but also you getting on the right path, all right? Or if this is not you, it could be an Aries getting on the right path. It could be a Gemini or a Virgo. Now, what I do see here is the Lover's card that comes up for you. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Gemini here. This is a union of two people in love. But it represents two separate entities. It says that you... Oh... It says that you are going to have to pick between two. Two possible suitors is actually what it says. That is so freaking cute. Oh my goodness. You guys have to choose between two possible suitors. And that's why I said this could be the dividing card. Now, I don't know who these people are that you have to choose from. But if there are three people, you're only taking two of them seriously, or you would only consider two. The other one's probably some Knight of Wands running around on a motorcycle, one of the little bikes, whatever they be doing. One of them. So you probably ain't really checking for that one. I don't know. Or it could be that this person's a warlock, or they're into some dark magic or something like that. I mean, or this could be you guys. Oh boy, we've got a lot going on here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Because I know one is on longer, so I'm going to put that one up. Okay. So in any case, guys, yeah. So what I'm showing here is this is a union of two people. You have to choose between two suitors. Now, I have to choose between two suitors, but it shows a marriage or relationship and taking it to the next level. So you have two suitors. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me see something. Is that saying what I think it's saying? Hold up. You have to pick between two suitors. You have to face some sort of important decision about your career. But you have to pick between two suitors. The piece that kind of throws me off, some of you guys could be married or you could be in a long-term relationship, but you're still choosing between two suitors. I don't know what that's about. It ain't none of my business. Whatever you do over at your house. But it does say that if somebody's married, I guess somebody's in a relationship or married, and they got to choose between two suitors. So whoever this is coming at you, they might be coming hard. Don't let the devil trick you, but I don't know. I don't know. Everybody's situation is completely different, but there's somebody coming at you guys here. This shows a marriage or a relationship going to the next level. You are facing an important decision in your career. So I'm trying to figure out what's stopping you guys from making some sort of decision about your career, because it feels like you guys are waiting, but there's something about a decision. There's something about you guys wanting to do something that makes you feel whole. Something that gives you energy, so you feel energetic bursts. It also goes on to say harmony and evolution. So you're looking for some sort of growth here. I want harmony in a situation. Evolution, that means growth. Or it could mean changes or something like that, right? It could mean something like that. Because evolution is something changing, like I don't want to say. It depends on the way you look at the word evolution. All right, yeah, you can use it lightly or you can use the real well, they're all the same anyway. I'm not going into that. But you guys have here this magician that comes up reversed here. So I will tell you this. What I'm showing here is this energy seems to be getting in the way. For some of you guys, I feel like this is a person. To me, I feel like this is a Virgo energy, or it could be a Gemini. This person has some issues, right? So everything that you desire here, everything that I called off, everything that I said, enlightenment, evolution, growth, journeys, learning, offspring. This is exactly what this Virgo or somebody here is doing work so that you don't have that. The goal is to interrupt all your wishes and all your dreams. You have an offer here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, whatever that's about. You have this lovers that sits in the middle. And it says here that there are certain things that you require, certain things that you demand. I want to make sure I feel whole with my next partner. I want an energetic burst. I want harmony. I want evolution. It talks about offspring. But this offspring could also be what this Libra, Aquarius, Gemini wants with you. Like, I want children, da-da-da, da-da-da. But I think with that also, you're like, okay, children, but then I have this research thing or something that you're doing, something with a panel. For some of you guys, you might be YouTubers. For some of you guys, you might actually be hosting a talk show on a panel. Or maybe you're the main person hosting these people. I don't know what this is, but you know what I'm saying. Now, with this Magician reversed here, somebody feels blocked. And you're right. That's because this person has been blocking you with dark magic. They tried to make you feel powerless. They tried to make you feel like you were in lack. They didn't want you to believe in yourselves, guys. It's also saying here they wanted you to believe or have you looking to other people for answers when the answers are right within you. Because there's nothing wrong with your dreams. This person just saw you wanting to evolve and they said, okay, I'm going to go in there and say ta-da. Or presto, whatever they was yelling, right? You know, y'all need to... Why are you wasting ingredients? Okay? You're sitting around putting the marshmallows and carrots or whatever you be doing inside of a bowl and mixing it up, yelling voila. Like, why? You wasting food. That's don't work. If it did, I wouldn't be standing here. It was by the grace of God, I'm still standing. I don't even know how. But anyway. But yeah, y'all need to stop. So these same people over here doing their dark magic and mixing up marshmallows and carrots and yelling stuff, whatever they be doing, things ain't going too well for them. I will tell you this though. One of the details behind this, whenever you see the Magician, it does suggest there is some sort of collaboration, teamwork. But it plays out in the role of colleagues from past jobs or high school classmates from the town or whatever, like people from the past who have the ability to make moves. Military, oh, I got an uncle that works over there and there and there, they're going to get you, go. And that's what they tried to do, they tried to block you. Now, how did they do it? And that's what this little rune means. All right, so it talks about teamwork, trust, harmony, marriage, and loyalty. This card comes up reversed. So what was this person or what was the dark magic for? To take those things away from you. All right, to teamwork. They used teamwork. They did not want you to be able to collaborate with anybody. They didn't want you to trust anybody, have harmony, which was your main thing, one of the main things here with anybody, marriage and loyalty. So they wanted you to end up with somebody that was cheating all over you, willing to throw hoes in the middle of your relationship, stuff like that. So that's who that is. Now, let's take a look at this one over here. This Page of Wands that comes up. This is another messenger, right? So we got messenger 1, messenger 2, and you have 2 suitors. Some of you guys are already in a relationship and either one of these suitors are coming at you mad hard or you could be in a relationship here and you still got these other 2 people coming at you, but it says you have a decision that needs to be made. So that suggests that you are entertaining this. This person that comes up, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy is youthful, right? They have a lot of passion. They're charming, they're confident, and they make bold moves. Exactly what you were looking for. You want journeying, you want moves, but you want children, you want whatever, right? Now, all this other stuff here, it says, bold moves in love. Separate, if you guys are in a relationship, you're being advised that you need to spice things up. It says you need to relight the fire, and that could be why somebody's considering you, suitor 1, and the other one coming after him, or there's 2 different suitors that they made, I don't know. But it says here somebody needs to spice something up. The other piece of the Page of Wands is finding passion. A lot of passion, but it's not a long-term relationship with this Page of Wands, right? So it's something that is short-term. It specifically says if this is new, there is little chance of long-term with this person. So if it is an existing relationship that you guys are in and you are tempted or susceptible to it by this other one over here chasing you, You're being advised that you need to light the fire. Somebody needs to light up the fire or whatever you got to do. Go light it up, all right? But the other piece to it is, if this is new, somebody ain't going to be around long. So I don't really know if you want to entertain that nonsense. Now, finding passion. This person will make moves with you, but they ain't going to be around long. They need to find their passion. They don't know what it is. Basically, you need to choose between two suitors. Tell me about this. Why is this person here? What's going on with this black magic practicing person or whatever this is? Why? Or give me the, what do I need? Why? Whatever. Because they lingering resentment. This person has some sort of beef with you or gripe against you, right? It says for some of them, it's either lingering resentment that makes them do this dark magic on you, or they did something to you and they have a desire to forgive. I'm going to lean towards lingering resentment because they're still doing black magic. All right? Whoever this person is, this person, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. Wait a minute, 1, 2. I'm trying to think because I don't have my thing in front. Like, hold on. That feels like that's an Aquarius. You guys might have some issues, outstanding issues. Some of you guys thought this was over, like in terms of some sort of argument or something like that. But this person resents you. This person could be an Aquarius. They're looking at you online, right? Realizations, completions. They're trying to see if their black magic is working by looking at you online, the world. All right, that symbolizes cyber, the World Wide Web. They want to finish something. They linger in resentment, the world. They think they're manifesting that something be complete and successful. Give me one more, whoever this is. Now, this could be an Aquarius because the World card represents the 4 fixed signs. This is an Aquarius who has some beef with you, Taurus. Give me more. All right, this could be somebody who's a family member or something like that, leaving home, stepping outside, independence. They could be mad because you left. You stepped outside of their nonsense and they're probably upset about it or something like that. Whoever this is. Alright, that's the person doing dark magic. This is a person who does not want you to be happy, hopeful. They don't want you to have kids, all types of effery. That could be somebody from your family. They're upset because you're moving forward and you left home. I don't know who that is. I'm getting more air energy with that. So I don't know what's going on with y'all in an air sign, but whatever. Or let's see. What's going on here? Tell me about the Page of Swords and the Fool. So, some of you guys may have been curious about this Aries energy going on. This might have to go into a part 2. Some of y'all are trying to figure out if somebody got a jail record. Alright, some of you guys might have felt rejected by this Aries energy because I asked for clarification. It gives me your card again, but it's High Front reverse. Some of you guys think this person was a false leader, took you in the wrong direction, lied so that they could get, I don't know, more shine on their name or something like that. False knowledge. They lied to you about some stuff. Right? That's the Aries. They lied. They kept some stuff concealed. Give me more. What did they hold back? What was the false knowledge that they gave Taurus? What were they holding back? Hold on. Let me see if I can. What were they holding back? Nah, not with these. These suckers are too thick. Oh, they were holding back. They were holding on to something that was already gone. Somebody could have been holding on to an ex-partner who could have been a Scorpio. Alright, somebody could have held back the fact that they were sick, meaning an illness, they were depressed. First of all, somebody has a mental health record that they probably didn't tell you about. This is Aries. They're not telling you they have a mental health record. They're not telling you that they were depressed. They live in fear, and they're holding on to something that's not there anymore. It could be a Scorpio. They could be holding on to somebody who died and can't let it go. But this is more as holding on to something that's decayed. Somebody's holding on to an old relationship, right? That might be something that you're looking into. Major arcanas. This person's going through some major life changes, whoever this is. Somebody was dishonest to them. It could have been a priest or a preacher that did not tell them the truth. It could be a Scorpio who this happened to. All right, Taurus, we have the King of Swords, head over heart. There's something having to do with a court or a judge. So this Aries is not telling you that they're under some sort of, they're going to court for something. They're going to court for something, some false information that they gave. Somebody lied under oath, looked like to me. That's what they're not telling you or something like that. Give me this Page of Wands. What's their deal? I know they ain't staying around long, but what's the deal with this Page of Wands? Alright, so you got one that got an outstanding court case they ain't telling you about. But they bring honesty. They're going to tell you the truth about it. Now, who's this other one? This Page of Wands over here, lover boy. Isolation, withdrawal, loneliness, and sadness. Okay. There's a Virgo energy. Ooh, child. You may have rejected this Virgo. This might be another Virgo. The Hermit energy comes up. This person may have withdrawn from you, but that's the character of this card. Loneliness, sadness. Give me more. But they're youthful. They're youthful, but they're not going to stay around long. Seven of Cups. They have other options. They have other choices. But they're searching for their life's purpose at the moment. There's a lot of daydreaming. They don't focus. They have a wild imagination. So, in some respects, whoever this Page of Wands is, if the booty is big enough, they're going to chase it. So, they're going to leave you. They ain't thinking about how good you cook. They don't care that you take care of the house to the die. You ain't cheating on them. They don't care. Alright? This one over here is, you know, they're not focused on nothing. They're immature. So, but there's some sort of message that they bring, right? They bring youthfulness. They bring passion and charm. But it's not long lasting if it's new. Alright? For some of you guys here, you might already be in a relationship with somebody who makes you feel isolated. It could be a Virgo. This person could be searching for a purpose, or maybe you're trying to find a purpose in this relationship. Some of you guys might be daydreaming about other people because this person is just, whatever. Child. And somebody's in jail. There's a Scorpio that could be in jail. Whoever this person is, they might be reaching out to you from the jailhouse because it says that they're confined and imprisoned. So, I don't know if they're imprisoned in the mind, but... So one got a jail record, the other one's in jail, but they fear suffering. This person, if they're not in jail, they fear going to jail. There's a fear of suffering having to do with the jail. So this person might be doing something that'll land them in jail. So I don't know if you want to rock with this one. And this one is pretty honest about this situation. Look, I'm in court. I don't know. Sound like you got two winners going on here, whatever this is. But this one over, I don't know. There's some, I don't know. You have a lot of major arcanas. Wow. But there's some unwanted change. I think this person, this Page of Wands, if they're not going to jail, they're already in jail. Because they have a fear of it. Okay. If they're not in jail, they could fear going to jail because they're doing something that is illegal or wrong or something like that. Something like that. Alright, let me get out of here with that. Whatever that's about. So you got two choices there. Give me this Lovers. Is this another who is this person? Yep, I have to make a decision about love. Okay. Some of y'all let it go for a little while. Now you just like, listen, I'm all set with nonsense. Some of you guys are really seriously considering, like, give me, like, seriously moving on, journeying off, not looking back. All set. I don't know if you were married to this Virgo before. Or, I feel like it might be two Virgos.